So we'll mech up for that one by playing another one I really think is going to be scary. 12 floors below. Let's try it out. Already the audio. Why do I do this to myself? I hate this stuff. Audio makes or breaks a horror game. I'll say it 1,000 times. This is a demo. You cannot save this game and return to it later. It's meant to be played from the beginning. It's roughly 15 minutes. Headphones are recommended. Would you like to start? Yes, I would. It is a first-person game. I am in an elevator on the floor. I've woken up in an elevator on the floor. I'm very tall. I'm very tall. I feel very... Oh, shit! Oh my god. There's lasers. Scared the crap out of me. Ah! I electrocuted myself. God damn it. I'm good at this. I'm good at murdering myself. Paper's getting shuffled around. Hello? I want my money back. I'm not spooked. Of the last game. Isn't that a microphone? Or is that just a speaker, I guess? Yeah, makes sense. I can see you, but I can't hear you. Hello. You seem to be able to hear me at least. You seem to. Yes, I can hear you. I can not see you. React to what I'm saying, so that's something. Okay, hello, hello, hello. We'll figure it out together. Yes. Now we should be able to communicate at least. Yes, exactly. That's good, 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 good. I'll ask you yes and no questions. Oh no. Ouch. Give you some info first. We'll have to handle... What language is that? I want you to not start the elevator again. Until I've given the information that you need. Okay. Do you remember how you got here? Oh, his handprints. Oh, blood. No. Alright, that's apparently happened before. Oh, great. So incredibly strange. Okay, I won't be able to tell you everything. The voice acting seems to be very good. I'll give you information needed in order to understand how serious the situation is. But because it's not, I can't understand it, and it seems I can't connect too much to it. A lot of it's classified. I'll give you the basics. It's a language I've not really experienced. Is it just German? I mean, if you get out, tell a newspaper about this, I don't think anyone will believe you. But no, I don't think it is. If anyone believes you, I'm screwed. I'll tell you as much as I can. This nod stop could be double P. Maybe it's Swedish? A few years ago, as you might remember, a virus broke out. It was big news for a month or so, then suddenly, silence. It's a very small handprint. People forgot, they assumed it had died out, and in a way, it did, but also not really. You have to understand, we did what we could, but there is still no cure. It was very hard to understand the virus. The only thing we knew was that it was transmitted by touch. Got you, got you. I'm with you. Funny enough, I've experienced something similar recently in the last couple of years. The infected they act differently. They look, I can't describe what they look like. Just say they're zombies, alright, bro? Just say. They don't die. Even if they starve for years, they don't just won't die. Yes. I know what a zombo is. Come on. We don't know exactly what happened mentally. They have this focus for their actions. Their cognitive abilities are enhanced. Ooh. They read people. They are calculating. Oh, so they're not dumb zombies. They're going to be some 28 weeks later stuff. In the worst case, they're capable of horrible violence. Yeah. 28 days later, 28 weeks later. We're going to do 28 years later. Months later, I guess. They do things no normal person would. The empathy is lowered. 28 weeks later, 28 months later is only a couple of years. 28 years later would be an interesting follow-up. They begin to avoid light. After a while, they can't stand it all. They gain perfect night vision for some reason. Ah, so they're the creatures from I Am Legend. You have to try to understand that there was no other way. The only way of killing them would be to destroy the body completely. So, this game's 15 minutes and it's almost entirely listening to this. Of course, it's against the law to bash in the head of a 6th person or set them on fire. So, yeah, we had to put them in custody. Give up. They were eating people or whatever. Then we simply hoped they would, well, die on their own, but there's no cure, there's no other way. Just kill them, dude. You gotta, it's, come on. I want you to try and understand there is no other way. There is. Just eliminate them. If they go insane and start killing people. That's the purpose of this elevator. I'm one of them! No, it's to transport them. We use it to send them down there while we wait for a better solution or a cure of some kind. I don't know. But I'm in here and I shouldn't be. I guess we're waiting for a better solution. This fire is all we've got. Well, they've clearly escaped. Look at that. Alright, let me just check my papers again. Okay. I did think this would be a little scary. When you start the elevator, the starting thing is to not stop again until you're at the correct floor. So far, there's nothing to worry about. They're located on a floor further down. Are they 12 floors below, maybe? As well as a few floors higher up that they've occupied. Oh shit, okay, not good. You do not want to stop the elevator. That gives them more time. Hopefully they haven't realized someone is in the elevator yet. I'm gonna look up one time. There's just gonna be a like four faces like hello. You will get off on the first floor of the elevator. Floor -11. Alright, you will get on the first floor. The first floor of the elevator stops at floor -11. After that, the elevator will continue downwards. You do not want to continue downwards. Floor -11 is a big empty room. On the opposite wall there is a door that leads to a stairwell. I'm going to be running across that floor, obviously. You will go there. You will not take the stairs. Instead, you will take the elevator to the ground floor. After that, you'll go home and forget everything you've seen here. We'll be keeping an eye on you. Dude, you would just send this guy down and get him eaten. If he's that much of a security risk. They'll be able to make sure it doesn't go to a newspaper or any authority. They'll just send you down there. You get eaten. So please just forget what you've seen and heard. It's easier for everybody involved. Do you understand what I'm saying? You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I do. Oh wait, sorry. Amazing! That's all I had to say. I want to give you any more information once you left the elevator. So I'll recap once we get closer just to be safe. Hope you get a safe journey down to floor -11. Well, I've just pressed... Well, that were good. Instantly.
Hallå? Är det någon där? Hallå? Vänta, nu hör jag dig. Oj, snabba hjärtslag.
Wow, that's a fast heartbeat. Oh no, it's okay, I won't enter the elevator. I just want to tell you what's actually going on and tell you that she's lying to you. I'm one of the people she talked about before. Oh, I'm assuming she told you where you are and where she wants you to get off. That's what she usually does. Let's put it this way, if they've locked all the sick people up in a basement together and sent them there in the elevator you're standing in right now, why would they try to save you? Yeah, exactly. If there's 1 in 1,000 risk that you're caught the virus they're talking about, why would they let you go? They wouldn't, exactly. No, she's trying to send you to the same place as the others, probably for storage. But I can't trust either of you, so I'm just gonna go with the first person. I've never been there since you can't reach that floor from where I am, so I don't know exactly what goes on there. But given how they've treated us, it's probably not good. Her voice is creepy. It was a lot of setup. The floor below, however, minus 12, has a staircase that leads both to this floor and also to the outside. No. The floor below is minus 12. I've decided to stay here as a quarantine of sorts, but also to be able to warn people like you who've ended up in the elevator without being sick. By the way, the disease doesn't lower your empathy. That I've been able to tell, of course. It's very hard to tell those kinds of things about yourself. What she's talking about is that people do desperate things when they have no other choice. This is creepy now. That was a long setup, but this is creepy. What she's talking about is that when people who've been treated like vermin have killed scientists when given the chance. They let us starve, operated on us without anesthetic, and they were surprised when we hit back. I understand that you're in a very difficult position, but please don't choose to do as she says. I'm sorry. They're going to use us as a lab rat until they find a cure, which, well, so far it seems they haven't found anything. Basically, you have 3 options. If you get off floor minus 11, you'll be put in storage forever or until they euthanize you. If you get off at floor minus 12, you can take the stairs to the ground floor and go on with your life. Oh, of course, the risk here is that you actually have been infected and will start a new pandemic of this. I absolutely won't judge you if that's what you choose to do. Chance of you already being infected are very small, and given the other 2 alternatives are less good, the risk might be worth it. The 3rd alternative is you get off at floor minus 12 and come find me. I know this isn't a great option. Stop using your womanly charms. We're not coming to find you. It's the first time I've talked to someone that isn't for me in 2 years. I'm getting desperate. If you don't want to risk a new pandemic but you're too afraid to die, I offer some kind of purgatory. You'll get infected, of course, but the infection itself isn't too bad once you get used to it. But yeah, the options are 1, be put in a containment on floor minus 11. 2, take the stairs from floor 12 ground floor. Or 3, get up at floor minus 12 and go find me. That's what you say the options are as well. That's all I had to say, really. I'll turn the electricity back on in a minute, and I ask you not to act suspicious for your own good. All she knows is the power went. There's always a chance she'll, do something drastic if she finds out we've talked. Thank you for your time, and think your decision through. We're gonna get off at mine. Oh my god. We didn't even get to make a decision. That was incredibly disappointing. 12 floors below 1. That is... that was so disappointing. That was so disappointing because it was like... Here's a situation that's very long. She's going to talk you all the way through it. Kind of was a bit tedious. But then it got really interesting. Who's lying, right? What should I do? Who do I believe? It is a cool little twist, and it pulled me back in completely. I was like, right, we're going to have to make a decision now. We're going to have these different endings, depending. And then it just ended. So it's so unsatisfying to have gone through that just to have it ripped from underneath us before we even got to do anything. It was like, we're going to give you this choice now. And it's like, ooh, interesting. It's over. Do you see what I mean? No. It's like having a dessert in the fridge and you're like, you know what? We're going to have some of that cake later. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have it. You go home and the cake's gone. Someone's eating the cake. It's like, it's so disappointing because you were expecting something and you didn't get it. If you didn't do any of that, I wouldn't have expected it. I wouldn't have cared about not having the cake. All right? But now that you gave me the cake, the option, and then took it away from me, now I'm upset. Now I'm really upset. That's the end. That's the end of 12 Floors Below. That's getting a 1. I'm mad. I'm mad because it's like I went to grab it and it just disappeared before my hands. Just so cruel. So cruel.